Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this week's Dies Shorts. And I'm gonna go back to doing some alcohol, playing around with the alcohol and the Stampin' blends. And because I just want to play with it some more. And I was like playing with it and I was like, oh, I want to try to do something like stained glass. So it's just me playing. All right, so let me make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Oh, I'm like looking all these different places. All right, very good. All right, so Dawn is here and hey, hello Brenton and Candy and Teresa. So let's get started. If you are new to my channel or if you have been here before, please always say hi during the live. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them there and I'll try to see them. If I miss them, ask again. And you can also put them down in the comments below, and then YouTube will let me know after the video processes that you have a question. Because sometimes I do. Sometimes I miss them. I get so interested in what I'm doing, I forget to look up. So, hey, Rhonda. All right, so I'm going to flip the phone, and we will get started. All right. All right, there we go. I had to move a little thing. I didn't even know it was there. I'm like, ooh, it went right where I was going to do my finger. Oh, okay. So hold on here. Let me make that get caught up. All right. So I am going to be using, now we have Savings and Bloom, which are going on till the end of the month. So I'm going to use a couple of the dies. Okay, I'm going to use the All Squared Away bundle. And that's the floral. And I also grabbed the Celebrate sunflower die. And I also grabbed the Quiet Meadow bundle. So just keep in mind that this is a great discount, 20%. I mean, that's awesome. And you also save on the little mini embossing machine. So if you don't have the embossing machine, now is a great time to get it. And this is the mini one. And when you're looking through the catalog, let me go to my catalog here where the dies are. So here are the dies. So when you look on the pictures, it'll show you right here. So when it has that little picture and it says mini, that means, I'm going to scoot down just a tad, that means it goes through the mini. And there's quite a few. So those are the folders. And then same thing with the actual dies. So see the one I'm doing today, the little floral squares could go in the mini. So see, it has that little picture. So that's super cool. Super cool. Now, that doesn't mean that there is not some things within a die that could go in the mini. Like your artistic, some of these smaller pieces could go in the die, but some of the bigger ones, won't fit. But so anyways, so yeah, so that is on sale, and it's a handy dandy. Here's mine, so you can see how cute she is. She just sits there. She's a perfect little size. Sit on your desk, and then she just folds up when you're not using her anymore. Love it. All right, so let me put her back where she sits. All right, and then you can see like dust, right? It gets so dusty in Arizona. I'm always like, you can write in my dust, just don't date it. All right, so let's see here. So I remember growing up in Canada, and Granny would dust, and I swear a month later, it still was clean. Here, it's like a day later, and you need to dust again. Okay. So let's see. We are going to play with some of vellum. So I have, this is just the regular vellum. And let me get a bigger piece. So I just cut vellum in half just to play with it. What am I doing? I wanted a bigger piece. And then I got that same size out. All right, there we go. And then this is just a clipboard with some not cardstock, but this is just like copy paper just to work on. And then you want to make sure you use at least 91% isopropyl alcohol. And I just got mine on Amazon because you have to have pretty good proof, like the 70% that I think we normally have in the house, you know, for cuts and scrapes isn't strong enough. It doesn't work. So you want to get the 91%. So I know I think it was like a 2-pack on Amazon. So we're going to use that. And then, so this is the floral squares that I was talking about. So let me just get to playing so that it can dry. It doesn't take too long to dry, but that way we can just get going. All right. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't forget hostess code. I had somebody holler at me the other day. What was the hostess code? So here that is. I also have it on my blog as well. And I always say, if you want your own code, holler at me before you start your order, and I can give you your own code. I also had somebody ask about if I still had the adhesive pouches, the little zipper cute pouch, and I do. I still have some of these available, and they're $40. That includes the priority postage, and there's 6 different adhesives in there. But those can only go to be shipped in USA. Okay, so lots of stuff to go over. Okay, so let's go to our vellum. I'm also using the Quiet Meadow stamp set. And what I'm using in particular is this splattery. All right? I love this set because it's got this. It's a great one for collage stamping because you've got the splatters, you've got this writing here that's already like, you know, some of the writing is gone. It is a perfect set for that. All right, so, oh, Candy, Teresa, Jackie, Carol, Mary, Deborah, and Joanne. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to use my blends. And I was flicking, I was doing all sorts of stuff, and then finally I just was doing circles. So this is the dark knitted navy. Now, when you're doing this technique, the darker the blend, the better, because you're going to use the alcohol. And I just have my 91, I just marked it on here in these little jars. I had found them at the dollar store, and I never grabbed them because I'm a dork. And then when I went the other day with Jeff, they weren't there. So I looked on Amazon, and Amazon had them. So that's where I got that. So I just put the alcohol in here. It's just got a little thing. I also have my green tip glue in one, and there's other things I want to try with them because they're just a handy little bottle. All right, so I'm going to do the dark. So these are the 3 colors I'm using. So I'm using dark magenta madness, dark shaded spruce, and dark night of navy. So you can see I've been flicking on my dark night of navy, so I have really messed that tip up. But like I say, I always color with the other side, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blue here and there. No rhyme, no reason. Then the magenta. We're just putting some color around. All right, just add, and this is just a cardstock vellum that's in the catalog. And I was like, oh, I should show you the card I did forever ago. And I was like, I think I gave it away. I thought I was going to keep it forever. Oh, you know what? You know where it might be? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, it's not there. Oh, because I moved that. I moved what was on that shelf. It was on that shelf. Oh, I'm sure it's somewhere. Okay, so we just have our blends all over the place. So then I'm just going to take my my alcohol, and I'm just going to put a couple drops here and there, not a whole lot. Then I'm going to take this. So this is what I'm going to use this stamp for. So now I'm just going to I'm going to move my alcohol color around with the stamp. So before you could blow it, you could blow it around. But this, I like the look of this because it gives me some dots. And I think I feel like I have a little bit more control of my alcohol. So I'm just tap, tap, tap. So see how we've got, a bunch of dots. So I just kind of go into the alcohol just to kind of move it. Move it, move it, move it, move it around. By just using that stamp. And then definitely you're going to want to clean your stamp with the Stampin' Mist. Just because, I don't know if it would mess with it. I don't think I would want to leave the alcohol. It also is adding a little bit of Stampin' Blends on it, which will stain it, but it's not hurting it any. All right. So that looks pretty good. All right. So see where I have these lines up here? Hi, Diana, Lady Di. All right. So I'm just going to put a few more just to get some of those lines gone. This is also a little cleaner on your hands. Like when I was flicking, you can still see some of it on my fingers. So this is just a little cleaner. All right. Now, and then what I'm going to do with it, you won't necessarily notice, like if I left the lines. All right. So now I'm just going to use this just to dry. I don't want to splatter too much. You can also blow with your mouth. Because then it's a little less, like this is good for moving it around, but it also gives quite a blow. All right. So super cute, right? So doesn't that look very, very pretty? All those colors in there. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm just going to set this aside. Then I'm like looking all over for my stuff. All right. So we also have the Waves of the Ocean. And the Waves of the Ocean, you can get this beautiful foil. It's like blue foils, 12 by 12. And it comes Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, and silver. And I used Night of Navy with my blends. So I picked the Night of Navy foil. So here's the Night of Navy foil. Then I just trimmed it down because it comes 12 by 12. This right here is an adhesive sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my adhesive sheet. And it's got these lines. So this is the side you take off that has these separate pieces. And then I'm just going to lay my foil. Hang on a minute. I always do it backwards. You want to lay your foil on where you have not pulled the adhesive. I do it wrong every time. All right. And then lay it down. And then you can peel these back and expose then you can peel that off. All right. So I usually trim the adhesive sheet the same size as whatever I'm covering. All right. So it makes it a lot easier. Because it's pretty sticky, and if not, then you have it all sticky out the side, and you don't want that. All right, so then what I did was I ran it through with my floral squares. Zip, 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 zip-dee-doo-dah. And here's the cute little floral. So here's another one. And then what I did was, because I want it to look like stained glass, right? So I'm going to so let me start here. So I'm not like getting ahead of myself and you. All right. So we're going to make sure, see, this is pretty dry. And that's why I also think you want to use a 91%. It dries faster. Because this is pretty dry, right? And you can use it either side. All right. So I did flip it over. I did flip it over. Okay, so we're going to take our vellum paper. We're going to peel off the adhesive. So I'm just peeling off the adhesive off this cute little die. Your adhesive sheets have the sticky on the strip side. So just take it off the other side. Does that make sense? So whatever side allows you to peel it so that you can do that. I think I have a pack that might be that way too. Or I was doing it the opposite. I don't even remember. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. So what you do is you just kind of look through. You don't want to waste it, right? You don't want to just stick it right in the center. So I'm going to put it over here like that. And then you're going to take your scissors. Take your scissors. And I got a new pair of scissors and I stuck this on here so that I know that this is my new pair. But now I see that I didn't do that right. Let's see if that stays on there now. Because I usually try to do something to my new pair so I know which is a new pair. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. And I'm just following right along the square. All right. But I want to, so I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the smaller ones. I want to make them almost like a sun catcher. All right, so that means I want to hang them up so that you can look through them, right? But that way they're going to move, right? Because they're going to be like a 3D thing. And I don't want this to be on the back. So what I did was I cut out another piece, but this time I cut, there's no adhesive sheet. It's just a foil sheet. But when I did this one, I cut this way. When I cut this one, I cut this way, but with no adhesive sheet. Because I tried it with the adhesive sheet, and I was having issues with it cutting through the adhesive side. It was a little harder. I'm like, well, I don't really need, the adhesive on the back. But now, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it with my green tip glue. And that totally works. So I'm just going to take my green tip glue, and it's in this handy little bottle that I just talked to you about. All right. So I'm just going to go around my edges. And I'm going to glue this together. And that way, as it spins, it's going to have that blue on both sides. But you're still going to be able to see the vellum through. Now, there's obvious a right side and a wrong side. Like, remember I told you, like last week, or was it this week, when you're cutting paper, there's an obvious right side and a wrong side, because when you cut the paper, it kind of bends, right? It kind of finishes its pretty little edge of the thing. So this is the front, because it's got that nice little beveled edge. This is obviously the back, right? Because it has, you can see the edge coming around. So this is the back. But as it's twirling around, it's not going to be obvious, right? But look how pretty this is. So can you see how pretty that is? It's kind of hard to take a picture, but it looks like stained glass. So I played around. I did one. So this is that wave. So the wave looks cool too, right? Now I didn't put anything on the behind of this one because I was just playing. These are some blues. So let me show you some other colors. But then as I was playing with these, it gave me another idea. All right, so here's some other ones. This is with the copper. They just look so beautiful. So I'm going to see if Jeff will build me just something that I can hang these on. I have this really cool, hi Joy. I have these really cool, I have this, it's called nylon thread. so it's invisible basically. So what I want to do is and I'll punch a hole, just a really little hole, and I'll tie these, and then I'll see if Jeff can't give me like a little dowel rod or something that I can hang them on, and then I'm going to put them in the window. So, but then it got me thinking, oh, what if I make something bigger for the window? All right. So let me get this over. So this is me thinking, right? I always do that. This is me thinking. And sometimes poor Jeff, he's always like, stop thinking, because it usually means I'm putting him to work. All right. So this is the, this vellum. Vellum. I knew I was going to forget the name. It's in the mini catalog. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm getting out my mini. It is the Vellum Layering Designs Vellum. So it's got white writing, it has black writing, it's got some maps, things like that. So then I thought, oh, what happens if I use a vellum that has like something going on, right? Because this is already like baked into the vellum. So let's do it with that. All right, so I'm like looking at the one I did. So hold on a minute. Like, did I put the writing on the front or the back? All right, so I'm going to do it on the back side. So the writing is backwards here. But we're going to use the same colors as we did before. So I'm just going to scribble some colors. So we're going to do the same thing. But this time, I want it to be a bigger sun catcher. But now I want it to be more like a window. What is that called? Stained glass window. So that's what, I got a little bit of blue on my green. Let's clean that off. Because I scribbled those together. All right. And some more pink. So I'm just kind of putting dots around. All right. So it's going to be very similar. But now I'm just making, so this is a little bit smaller than a 5 by 5 because the frame that Jeff had made me for something else, that was a size that he had made. I had bought these little cute artworks. Do you watch Hometown? Do you watch that TV show called Hometown? And there's an artist named Adam Trest, and he does artwork for that show. And I ordered a couple of his small little art thingies, and Jeff made me some frames for them. So he had measured, and then he got 2 of them made, and he goes, oh, I made him the wrong size. So he made some more, and then so he still had these little 5 by 5 frames. So see, it just splatter, splatter, splatter. It's almost like I can do 2 things at once. All right. So let that dry. Dry. It doesn't take long to dry. So anyways, I thought, you know what? I'm going to use, so this is the frame I was talking about. So Jeff made a couple of these little frames, and he'll have to cut me a piece of glass for it, but don't you like how bossy I am? Oh, and look what I did. So this is a silicone. So last night I had the silicone there. I'm like, oh, I'll just put the silicone, and it left a mark. All right. Let's see. So this time I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it look like a stained glass window, and then I'll put it in my kitchen window, and you'll be able to see the sunshine through it. Now the sun does not come in my window, my kitchen window. The light does, but not the sun. So I don't know if I would set this in a sunny window because it might fade, right? All right. So then what I did was I grabbed sunflowers. So this is another one that oh, hi Joy. Did I say hi Joy? See, my mind. So then this is another one that's on sale, is sunflowers. So I grabbed the sunflowers. Now Brilliant Wings, I don't believe Brilliant Wings is, but I just wanted butterfly. And then there's the meadow that goes with the stamp set that I was using. So I used it as well. All right, so see how nice and flat that is? All ready to go. All right, so that is gonna go in here. So let me show you. So let me just say, so this is gonna just lay in here. And see how pretty that's gonna have, you know, you're gonna be able to see it's really hard in the video. But what I'll do is, after I decorate it and put it in the window, I'll take a picture and I'll put it on my blog so that you can see it. All right, so then what I did was I cut out these in black because I want it to look kind of like the sun's going down, right? So we've got all these pretty little flowers. I think this is my favorite. So we're gonna just put these around. This is from the sunflower. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might want that up high, but I really like this one. So I think I might put this one up high, and then put these, look at that, I keep dropping it. So I'm gonna put this here. So I think I wanna put them like this so that it looks like it's the same flower, right? Like they're on the same stalk. And then here's that butterfly. So this stamp set, the meadow die has a butterfly. Hold on. So the meadow die has a butterfly, but it's a solid butterfly. And I kind of was thinking I wanted a butterfly that had open wings. So we'll see. So don't you kind of think the open wings? So then we're just gonna, I might not use that one. So I just kind of want these down here, kind of like a grass. But don't you think it looks cute with the open wing butterfly compared to just a solid butterfly? It's kind of cool. If I look on my screen, I can really see it better than when I'm looking at it right directly. I don't know now. Maybe now I like the solid butterfly. Let's put this one back and let me look. It's just it's just a little bit of a lag. I think I almost like the solid one because then the flowers are solid. I think I might do the solid one. All right, so we're just gonna take that green tip glue. So let me glue these guys first. All right, so I'm gonna glue these guys first, just with the green tip glue. Now I could have, if I thought about it, I should have just used the adhesive sheets for these as well. Silly me. So but I didn't. So I'm using the green tip glue. But adhesive sheets would have made more sense, Diana dear. All right. So we're going to put, now I picked this vellum because it has writing every which way. So here was my play piece. So see, it has writing this way, this way, this way, all which way. So it doesn't really matter. And then this way, you know. So this was that same technique with the white. So see, this has the white writing. So see, you can see. So that looks cool. And this was me playing some more. Play, play, play. I love my job. I get to play all day. All right, so let's see. Then let's put this one. That's what Carol, you like the solid one? Yeah, because I guess, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh. But yeah, it does look, because it makes more sense, because the flowers are solid. All right. So what I'll do is, now I won't be able to post a picture just yet because, you know, Jeff will have to cut me some glass and a little stand so that when I stand it, you don't want anything back here, right? Like if you put like this in a regular frame, and then that would be in the way. So he'll just have to make something that can just sit on, like little feet, so that it can have the color in the back. All right, so let me put my butterfly so I don't not have a spot. All right, so my butterfly, let's see, that's gonna go in there. All right, but isn't this cool? All right, so I need to make sure I don't go too close to the edge, because there is a little, the frame has a little bit of a, what would you call it? Like it holds it in, right? Like there's like a hold in spot. All right. So then you just want to fiddle fart around. Fiddle fart. You like that word? Fiddle fart? All right. So let's see. Get over there. So we're just playing. You're like, gee, Diana, figure it out before you start the live. All right. But I feel I'd work better if we're together, because we kind of play off each other. All right. So let's see. I'm going to put this kind of at an angle, like the wind is blowing. And then this one. So then when I put the glass in there, it will hold. And then, let's see, it will hold them in place. But then the glass will, so I haven't decided if the glass is going to go in the back or the front, but I think the front, because I'll put it in the kitchen window. All right, so let's put this here. No, I need to trim. Hold on a minute. I need to trim my feet. And I might be going too fast before things are really dry. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just trimming by using that vellum as my guide. All right. And then this will get dropped in here. But remember, there'll be a piece of glass there eventually. And then he has these little thingies that will hold this in there, or I might just end up gluing it, or I could tack it to the glass. All right, because nobody will see the back, right? Because the back isn't exceptionally pretty. But look how cool. Isn't that cool? But it's hard to really see how pretty it really is until you hold it like that, because then, you know, you can see the light coming through. But it's kind of hard to take a picture of that. But I think you can kind of get the idea. So, but I just thought that would be so pretty. So anyways, so yeah, so that's what I was playing with. I need to tack that down a little bit. But like I said, I will post a picture. Let me get that out of there, just so in case it sticks in the wrong spot. So I will post a picture of it in the window so that you can see. Oh, I love framed art too, right? All right, let me turn my phone so I can say see you later, alligator. So yeah, I thought that turned out so fun. So anyways, but yeah, so I love doing that with the blends. So make sure you try it out if you haven't. like I said, you want to make sure you get the really 91% alcohol, because before I had got that, I tried it with, I thought, you know, and I'm going, well, I know everybody keeps saying that the 70 doesn't work, but I think it will, and it doesn't. So you just want to make sure you get the good alcohol. And I couldn't get the high percentage at the store, and I've had it a while. So maybe now things are different. Maybe you can, but Amazon had it as a 2-pack, and it wasn't too expensive. And hey, they deliver. Did you know that? Did you know Amazon delivers daily at our house sometimes? All right. So I'm glad you like that, and so I think it turned out pretty cool. I do believe. So I will figure out the other ones too, where I hang them, because I just figured those would look cute in the window, and that's what made me go, oh, let me make a bigger one. So anyways, all right, so I'm gonna say see you later. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday, 3 o'clock Arizona time, for my Mimeograph Monday, with a twist, hopefully. And I think that's all I have. If you have any questions, make sure you holler. Like I said, I won't have this all the way done for a little bit, so just keep an eye on. If you don't read my blog, or if you're not part of our Stamping with Dye Facebook group, make sure you holler at me to join that, because I'll post it both places. But Jeff's work has him working Saturdays now, so I don't want to be like, as soon as he gets home today, hey, I need a piece of glass cut, and I need some feet for my frame, you know, because you haven't worked all day. Oh my gosh. All right, so have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll be doing the Spring Social PDF, so I'll relax when Spring Social's over. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and thanks so much for visiting and sharing your time with me this week. You make me feel so good, and kisses and hugs to all. All right, bye for now.